can see, I'm still in my hotel room, so that still means that I have terrible lighting. I am very much looking forward to being home again and filming in my natural habitat with natural lighting. What can I do though? If I'm gonna film a video every day, I have to do it at night, and I have to do it with terrible lighting. So, today I am going to do a different video. I'm going to do my very first tag. And I know that tags normally come out on Tuesday, but today is Thursday. So I'm gonna come up with something new and gonna call it Tag Thursday. Because why the heck not, right? And I'm going to be doing the Clean Slate Tag. I figured that it's still January. This would be a great time to do this. It's actually a tag that I was wanting to do for a while, but then I got tagged in it. So now I have an excuse to do it. And I don't know, let's get started. I don't have the answer, like I don't have any type of the answers written out. I'm gonna kind of just do this off the cuff. We're gonna do this kind of more discussion style rather than editing, and I don't know, there's not gonna be a lot of editing in here. We'll just see what happens, okay? So I was tagged by From Me to You, and I thought this was a really, really good tag. It kind of encompasses a lot of things, a lot of my goals for 2018. So let's get started. The first question is, are there any genres that you would like to read more or less of in 2018? Yes and no. There are more genres I want to read because I just kind of want to read more. As I've said previously, I did not read a lot prior to about September of last year. I would try to pick up books, but then I would have so many other things that I would need to get done, and so I would do that instead of reading, and I never made time for myself to sit down and really enjoy a book. So I do want to read more genres. There's no genre that I want to read less of. I think that I'm going to try to avoid, I say avoid, but not really. Chick lit and kind of women's literature tends to be my gravitational pull. I tend to think, oh, easy contemporary read. I like the storylines. So I'm going to make sure that I don't only read that. I'm going to read it, but I'm going to make sure that that's not the only thing I read. Other than that, I just kind of want to read in a very broad scheme. I want to make sure that I'm reading in different genres. I do want to make sure that I'm reading nonfiction this year. And yeah. All right, the second question is, are there any books that you have recently read that changed or challenged some of your own philosophies and beliefs? Not really, to be honest. I can't think of any. I do feel like that there are some books on my TBR coming up that could challenge some beliefs, or at least strengthen them. But as far as ones that I've read recently, not really. I am really excited to read Hillary Clinton's book, What Happened. It's not going to change my mind because I've been a fan of her, but I am interested to see what she has to say. Does that count? The third question is, who would you recommend for a newbie to watch? I'm assuming that means some of the bigger booktubers. Some of my favorites that I will always gravitate to, that I enjoy watching literally everything they put up, and I will link all of their channels down below. Some of them are really, really big booktubers, and some of them are not huge, but they're growing. And that is Books and Lala. Love her. She is hilarious. You should also watch her on Instagram. I'm going to put her Instagram handle on there too. She does live shows, and they're freaking hilarious, and I love them. The second one is Emma Books. She's definitely one of the bigger booktubers, but I love the stuff she puts out. She's very real, very honest about her reviews, and her vlogs and her videos are a lot of fun to watch. The third one is Chelsea Dolling Reads. She's hosting the Contemporary-a-thon next month that I'm participating in. She's hilarious. She has bright blue hair right now, so I mean, she's awesome. And she does a lot of contemporary, some romance. Overall, like, she has a lot of the same reading taste that I do. In fact, when I was looking for some ideas for some new books, I went onto her Goodreads TBR list. And the fourth person that I would recommend to a newbie booktuber would be Books Like Whoa. Her name is Mara, I believe. I think. She has a very different spin on BookTube. I think your stereotypical booktuber tends to be early 20s reading YA fantasy, and she tends to go more towards, she did like a whole thing on Agatha Christie. She does read a lot of the classics. She does romance novels, and she just has a maturity about her and the way she speaks and the way that she talks about books and other things that I very much appreciate and I very much enjoy. I'm not someone in my early 20s that reads YA fantasy. In fact, very few of my books that I read are YA fantasy. So I feel like it's kind of a breath of fresh air when I can hear somebody talking about books that I definitely would like to read, rather than thinking, maybe this big booktuber talked about it, so I should probably read it. Alright, question number 4 is, do you have a reading book bucket list? I have a TBR list. I'll add my Goodreads list down below. There are some huge books on there. What Happened by Hillary Clinton is a big one that I definitely want to get read, and I'm going to try to read next month. I have some other really big books. I have Stephen King's Sleeping Beauties, which is a chunky novel. So, I mean, my all-time goal is just to read more, and I think as far as the new year is concerned, I am definitely improving on that already. So I don't really have like a specific book that, like, you know, is my white whale, but I do want to definitely read. My Goodreads challenge for the year is 60 books, so we'll see if that happens. Alright, question number 5 is, what surprised you about BookTube the most? So, BookTube has an amazing community. With this whole YouTube demonetization thing, the community has just completely banded together, and the big channels are shouting out these little channels and saving these playlists with all these little guys. And nowhere else in the YouTube community do you see that. If I was just doing vlogging or makeup or whatever, I don't think that the big guys would be helping out the little guys so much. And so I think that that's something that makes BookTube unique, and I think that's probably what surprised me the most. Question number 6 is, what are some of your goals? And this can be related to reading or BookTube. So I already talked about my reading goal for this year of reading 60 books. I've talked in the past about completing the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge for 2018. So those are 2 of the big reading goals. As far as BookTube, I hesitate to put a number on how many subscribers I want or anything like that, because it's completely out of my control. Obviously, 1,000 subscribers would be awesome. I don't know that that'll happen this year, and I'm not going to be crushed if it doesn't, simply because, like I said, it's out of my control. I can only put up consistent content and quality content, and if the people want to subscribe, then they'll subscribe, but I can't force people to subscribe to me. That doesn't work. So I think as far as BookTube is concerned, my goal is going to make sure that I'm putting up high quality content consistently. All right, I'm going to read this one because it's a little bit longer. Question number 7. If you could meet, dead or alive, any writer, artist, or musician, who would they be? Oh my gosh, that's a really tough one. So I think it would be really cool to have, and this is going to make me sound like a complete nerd, but I think it would have been really cool to have coffee or tea or whatever with J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, because rumor has it they did not get along because they wrote about such different fantasy creatures, and they would get into arguments about fantastical creatures. And yeah, I think that would be really interesting to just, like, I don't even want to, like, talk. I just want to, like, sit there and be like, and then, like, just geek out. So that's probably who I would want to meet. All right, the next the next question is, would you rather have your life written by your favorite author or be portrayed in a movie by your favorite actor or actress? Oh, goodness. I mean, my life is pretty boring, so it wouldn't make a very good movie or book, I would imagine. But I think, I mean, I would love it if Jennifer Lawrence played me. That would be awesome. So we'll go with that. All right, question number 9. What are some challenges you have had to overcome or would still like to improve upon in regards to your channel? So I've already kind of talked about this. I am not going to worry about subscriber counts. I know that that's one of the, like, thresholds for monetization going forward, but that's something that's completely out of my control. I can't make people watch my videos. I can't make people hit that subscribe button, but I can make sure that I'm putting out high quality content and I'm doing it consistently. And so that is what I'm wanting to improve upon. So just kind of making a schedule, sticking to that schedule, and making sure that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. Question number 10. What advice would you give to someone that is thinking about deleting their BookTube channel? Don't do it. Don't let YouTube win. I know that it's kind of disappointing and it can be depressing at times because it doesn't feel like YouTube cares about you. It doesn't feel like they're appreciating what you're putting out. It sucks when you put hours and hours into creating your content and then you get like 10 views and you know 2 of them are your mom. So I understand how depressing it is. I actually went through a slump. If you look at my videos, I was like, yes, I'm going to do Vlogmas. And then, like, I wasn't getting any views. And I just stopped putting the effort in because it's a lot of work. But I think what you should do is find what makes you happy. And if you started your BookTube channel because you wanted to talk about books and you wanted to, like, geek out over a passion of yours, then don't look at those views. Don't look at those subscribers. Just put out content that you're enjoying, that you're having fun making. And the numbers will come in. They'll come in when they come in. And I think that if you're just portraying yourself in a really honest way, then people are going to appreciate that. And it'll all work out, but mostly just make sure that you're doing it for you. Find out what your priority is. Find out why you're making these videos. And do it because you love talking about books. All right, the last question is just who do you tag? And I'm gonna tag 3 people. I went on their channel. I didn't see this tag on any of their videos, so I'm hoping they didn't do it. But if they have, sorry, you can either do it again or do a different tag. I don't know. Do something. And if you were not tagged, but you still want to do this video, I tag you. So go ahead, go do it, and then make sure that when you make the video, put the link in the comments down below so I can check out your video. So the 3 people that I am going to tag are, the first one is going to be By the Brook, because she does awesome tags and I know she'll do it. If she hasn't done this one already, she will definitely do this one. The second one is Blonde and Bookish. She's a booktuber that I recently found who is adorable, and you should definitely check out her channel. And the third one is It's My Birthright, and she is a new booktuber that I found as well. I believe I found her channel through the BookTube network. It's a group on Facebook. I'm pretty sure that's where I found her channel. So, By the Brook, Blonde and Bookish, and It's My Birthright, you are all officially tagged. Anyone else who wants to do it, you are officially tagged. And that is all I have for you today. If you like these tag videos, let me know down in the comments below. It's not something that I have done in the past, but these tags are really fun. And so I might try to do more of them if you guys like them. So let me know. And then on your way down to those comments, if you haven't done this already, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button, and that way you'll get notified when I post new videos. Don't forget that I am posting a video every single day for the next 30 days, something bookish related. There will be some bullet journal videos kind of fluffed in. If you were here originally for a bullet journal video, I do apologize. My Plan With Me is coming this weekend, but unfortunately I did not bring all of my supplies on my trip with me, and so I haven't been able to film my Plan With Me. But the plan is to film it Saturday when I get home, and then upload it either Saturday or Sunday. That is the plan. I hope that is what will end up happening. As long as flights don't get delayed, that should work out. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.